Hi, I'm Dorinda. Welcome to my channel, PrimordialDor Tarot. I'm here to do an Aries reading today for November 12th to 15th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button. Costs you nothing to subscribe and it helps me build this channel and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I do. All right, Aries. I'm going to cut the deck for Aries. All right. All right. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some messages, please, for Aries? What does Aries want to hear today? What do they need to hear? What does Aries need to hear today? Messages for Aries. Okay. All right, Aries. Bottom of the deck's the overall. Bottom of the deck, we got Major Arcana. We have the Adjustment card. All right, this is the universe coming in to help you out. All right, the Magician's Sword, those scales of Libra here. Help you balance things out, Aries, right? Get things under control and balanced, okay? And if you have a legal situation going on at this time, this card indicates maybe a swift conclusion. It could be coming to an end soon. All right, Aries. That's always welcome. All right, present situation. You have Saturn in Sagittarius, 10 of Wands. All right, so the 10 card indicates some timeline in your life's coming to an end. Living situation, a love, job, something like that's coming to an end. And this is the card of oppression in this Thoth deck, okay? Somewhere you're not being free to be yourself, you know, you're being oppressed. You're not allowed, you can't say what you really want to say because, you know, the other people won't like it. It's not what they want to hear, so you got to just keep it to yourself, right? You can't be you. You can't really freely be you because you're being oppressed. You know, they're not going to like what you got to say or what you got to do. You know, you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it. You're being oppressed. So this is what's coming to an end. This situation, whether it's a living situation or a job or something, it's coming to an end now. All right, and that's good because it's oppression. Nobody needs that. All right, Aries. Your challenge is the Princess of Swords. All right, she rules communication and speaking and articulation and saying the right words at the right time, and she is highly intuitive as well. So she'll give you the right words to say when you're quitting that job, when you're leaving, whatever the situation is that you're leaving, she'll give you the right words to say and the high intuition. You'll know exactly when to say it and how to say it and say bye-bye. All right, Aries, that princess is going to help you. Your below position is Mercury in Sagittarius, 8 of Wands. All right, this is swiftness. Your mind is quick at this time, and things are going to start moving along really quick for you. All right, and, you know, just be ready. And there could be some messages coming in. All right, there could be some important messages coming in for you, Aries. All right, Aries, in your past position, which could be just yesterday, you have Major Arcana, you have the High Priestess. All right, so she's the all-knowing, right? She has the high intuition. She is the conduit of truth. She sees the truth. All right, you see those vibrations coming off her head. You see her new little bathing suit I put on her. All right. And she's got the high vibes and she's got the intuition. And I said this one here has the intuition as well, this princess. So you trust your gut instinct at this time, Aries. It's sharp. All right. And you know that 10 thing has to come to an end, right? Okay. And that's the best thing that can happen. And things are going to move along quickly. So you got this. So trust your gut. Whatever happens, just trust your gut instinct. It's going to be right. Okay, your future position is Venus and Aries, 4 of Wands. All right, the completion card. So you've got a great reputation. You're highly admired. People love you. You've got some skill you've taken to the top, and you are admired for it. All right? But as you can see, the ram's head of Aries and the doves of Venus and the flames, nothing goes by this ring because you've taken it to top and there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere else to go. So it's completed now. It's time to take on a new challenge or do the thing differently or something. It's time to take on a new challenge, Aries. And in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is the card of like marriage and happiness and celebration. Like the courting part of the thing is over and then you get married or something. You know, it's completed. Something's completed. And it's happiness, you know, but you've done a great job, you know, and you're admired and celebrated for what you've done. But you need a new challenge now, Aries. So it's coming to an end. And this 10 card indicates something's coming to an end as well. So that's 2 cards indicating that. All right, Aries, in your near future, you have the 5 of Cups. Disappointment. All right, well, this is, you know, all the disappointments in your life, the things that didn't work out. You know, like I said, they're lessons, right? All the disappointments and the defeats and the failures and all that. They're teaching you the one end of the stick. There's 2 ends of every stick. The defeats, the failures, the disappointments. And then the other end is all the good things. So you got to know one end to know the other end. So they were learning lessons. That's what I say. You got to bless them. Maybe you don't want to bless them when you're in it. But later, when you see that that taught you well, then you'll get to the successes. All right, Aries. That could be in love, too, that you were disappointed, right? Something like that. All right, Aries. In your mind, what you're thinking is Jupiter and Libra, 4 swords, truce. All right, so you've got a truce. By your words, you've articulated, you know, if there was any fighting or squabbling about anything, you negotiated a truce. So you got a truce and you got some time out. And this is about taking a time out and taking a rest, Aries, because things are going to get busy, right? They're going to get busy and things are going to move along quickly. So now's the time to take care of yourself and have a nice rest, all right? Mental rest, you know, refuge from mental chaos, all right? And take care of yourself. In your environment, Aries, we have Moon and Sagittarius, 9 of Wands, strength. This is a great card, okay? So you've come out of a battle, you've won. This is in your environment, and you're mentally strong and physically strong. And this is a lucky number 9, the 3-6-9 combination there. And this is good fortune, a big win. Good luck. All right, Aries, and you've come through it all. You've come through it all. You got your high intuition. Okay, and you're ready to take on the new challenge because, you know, this thing's been taken to the top. Time to do it a little differently or start something else and take it to the top. You got lots of skills, Aries, all kinds of skills. All right, so this is a beautiful card of good luck. A 9, beautiful. In your hopes and fears, Aries, you have Venus and Virgo, 9 of disc gain, 9, another 9 right in a row. Things turn around once you leave those things behind. And, you know, and quit thinking about the disappointments because they made you who you are today. So this is another lucky number 9. This is about disc, material resources, and wealth. The three disc morph into 6 coins, morphs into 9. 3, 6, 9. You got 2 9s in a row. Good luck, good fortune. Something beautiful coming along in your life. Wow, see, it turns around. It just turns around. You drop those things that no longer needed. You know, the completion. And then, bang, it just turns around. Look at that. That's awesome, Aries. All right, the final card and the outcome of this reading, Aries, is the Ace of Wands. All right, a new beginning and something that you love, got you fired up. You see, something got completed. And then you got to take on a new challenge. But you got to wait till you get fired up about something, right? You can't, you know, you got to be into it. There you are. You're into it. That's the spark. That's the ignite. You know, it could be a new love. somebody you're thinking about. It could be a new job situation, a new living situation. But whatever it is, it's going to be awesome. 2 9s and the Ace of Wands. All right, Aries, it all works out. Just leave those things behind, things you got to stop. Look at that. Wow, this is a big win coming. Good fortune, new love, whatever it is. It's awesome. All right, Aries, I like to conclude with one animal spirit card. What does Aries need to hear? Oh, one flipped. Ah, Wombat. I love this one. Wombat spirit. Be at home, Aries. It's about being at home in your own skin. You know, everybody loves you. Everybody's different. So you got to love yourself. You got to be at home in your own skin. I say it's like you got to let your freak flag fly, baby. You know, you might think you're a little too freaky for them. Well, just wear the little crown like the wombat there and just be yourself. And then you might find people just love you for it, right? Your weird little self. Oh, people love you. Put that crown on like the wombat. I love that card. All right, Aries, that was a beautiful reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. And I'll catch you next time.